What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 50/50 podcast. This is your boy, Illis Demeanor, and I'm here with a dope artist from Fort Smith, Arkansas, by the name of.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Teenie, and I'm glad to be in the building today.
Yeah, what's up, Teenie? How you been, bro?
Oh man, I'm doing a little bouncing back.
Okay.
I'm bouncing back from a major sickness, bro. A couple of years ago, I lost all kidney functions.
Mm,
So I've been on dialysis for like the last 3 years. And I
okay.
know before I got sick, I was actually trying to do my own thing and touch every city in the South with this music stuff. But
Yeah.
it set me back. It set me back a lot. But with being set back, I had a lot of time to really plot, plan, and strategize on
Mm-hmm.
the game and set back to listen to a lot of hustlers.
Yeah. You know that saying where they say, setback for a major comeback.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
it's really been a major comeback.
Okay.
Like I said, I've learned a lot. I had time to focus on stuff that I did wrong.
Okay.
Um, so now it's looking like it's a good grind for me right now.
Okay, talk about that a little bit more. Like, what have you learned? Like, some of like the bad stuff, some of the good stuff. Like, give it all to us. Like, what have you learned?
Oh man, so like with throwing my own shows
Mm-hmm.
and business in general, I know you gotta have receipts for everything you do.
For sure.
I learned that I have to have contracts and this business for everything because people
Yeah.
gonna try and screw you over nonstop. And I know one thing: when they say Memphis is shiesty, boy, Memphis is shiesty like a mug,
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because like I had before I got sick, I was trying to lock into a venue in Memphis,
Okay.
and they just got back with me.
Yeah, you was telling
Uh,
me a little bit about that before we started recording. You said,
yeah,
yeah.
man, yeah. So like I said, they got back with me uh, a little bit ago, and
Mm-hmm. You said you was trying to do something with them for like 5 years or so.
yeah. So I was trying to do something with them for about 5 years, and like I said, they just touched base with me,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and see what they talking about. Lock
Mm-hmm.
in this show, lock in this venue.
Mm-hmm.
So when I talked to the lady, she was like, well, you can pay half the cash up front
Mm-hmm.
and then pay the other half off the door sales. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. That's fine with me. We can do that. Also, I was talking to the lady about security because as shiesty as Memphis was, I was trying to have security there, make sure nothing happened.
Right. Yep.
So the lady was supposed to get back with me on prices for security. The lady never got back with me. Okay, so cool. I thought I might have my homeboy run the doors, make sure everything's straight. I was gonna have my dude run the
Right.
doors,
Yeah.
and I get to the venue, they already have security booked. So
Mm.
now security's coming at me, telling me I gotta pay them for their time when I didn't even know nothing about them.
Right, because you said they never got back to you on it.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Okay. So
right.
you didn't know.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
So also the lady's telling me as soon as I get there, she says she's gonna have to have the rest of the money up front before I do the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, that's not what y'all told me. So after realizing that everything's getting screwed over, I dipped out. Now I'm gonna keep a gangster with y'all on this podcast
Yeah.
because the thing about me dipping out, it wasn't just that I wanted to dip out, but I have my daughter with me.
Mm-hmm.
I have my wife with me,
Mm-hmm.
and had they not been there, I would have tried to see what them dudes was talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to put my daughter in a crazy situation.
Right. Understandable.
Also, also there was a lady that was supposed to be on the show, and she was from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Oh,
I
so did she come all the way down from New Orleans to Memphis, or
No,
what?
no. Actually, something happened with her. And she wasn't able to jump on the show. But her name is Ginger.
Okay.
Ginger, she's a real cool lady. And I'm a give you a little backstory about her here in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, she called me while I was at the show, and she told me, she said, I have a bad feeling that this show is not gonna go how you want it to go. And there's
Mm.
people that's gonna try and do business with you, and it's not good company. So you need to get out of there as fast as you can. Don't worry
Mm.
about those people being mad.
Yeah.
Just save you and your family.
Yeah.
Now, the backstory on this lady. So when I reached out to the lady about doing the show,
Yeah.
she called me, and me and her was talking about the show, and then she paused me, and she said, "Has anybody around you passed away recently?" I was like,
Mm.
"Yeah, my mother-in-law passed away. My grandma passed away, and they both passed away 3 years ago,
Yeah.
2, 3 months apart."
Mm.
And she said, "Well, I'm picking up signals and signs from a lady." And
Was she like a
yeah,
one of
she
them?
was a
What you call them?
medium.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
was
That's
a
what they call
medium.
them.
And
Huh.
I thought it was so dope because this lady, I kid you not, she was pinpointing everything in my house, and she's never been in my house.
Ooh. Okay.
She was pinpointing the safe. She was pinpointing my mother-in-law's urn.
Mm-hmm.
She was pinpointing everything.
Stuff
She
that
was
she ain't never even seen
Yeah,
before, so it was real.
stuff I
Yeah.
didn't even know. She was pinpoint. She was telling me about a black car my grandma had that I never knew about. And
Yeah.
so I asked
Dang.
my mama what happened to the black car. She said it got totaled. It was wrecked. It got totaled.
Huh.
She said your grandma had it paid off, and she was mad about it because she wanted that car.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. So
Hmm.
now I'm finding out what this lady is talking about. My mama's giving me the story about.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was real. So she wasn't
Yeah,
making it
yeah.
up. It was.
So again, the lady was telling me about a woman whose fingers was gnarled, like she had arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma had arthritis. When she passed away, at home. So when she passed away, her fingers were all gnarled and bent.
Yeah.
She said she's telling me about another lady whose hands hurts real bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's my mama. So I'm like, okay, that really just like opened my eyes and my mentality to the supernatural and what's unseen.
Yeah.
And that brings me to say that my faith my faith was very, very, very limited for a while. But after dealing with that, I tend to believe in a higher power a lot more than what I did.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
so yeah, man, like I've dealt with a lot from health to the music to getting screwed over to know what I need to do. And people will ask me, well, how do you know so much? Why do you grind so hard? Because I done fell down so many times, and every time I fall down, man, I I realize what I did wrong.
Right. Yeah. And that's what it's all about, man, is being able to realize something that you did wrong and then being able to utilize that to like
Right,
keep moving forward and bounce back. So
right,
yeah,
right,
man, it's always lessons to learn when you in the game, man, with anything business wise, whether if it's music or whether if you're trying to create your clothing line or you getting into the food industry or
right,
anything, man, you got to make sure that you have your business 100% ready to go, man. And just like you said at the beginning, man, like having everything wrote down in paper or having contracts and stuff, that's important for
right.
sure.
And that's the thing too. So like I said, man, I'm a jack of all trades. I'm in the process of getting this entertainment brand
Hmm.
up and moving. With this entertainment brand, we specialize in music and movies. I'm
Dope.
also trying to get my clothing brand pressure made up off the ground.
Yeah.
So with me as an individual, I manage artists.
Okay.
I throw and book my own shows.
Hmm.
Uh, I search for talent. Uh, I run my own label. Like I said, man, I do it all. You
Okay.
know.
Let's talk about. You said you manage artists. Do you mind telling us a little bit about some of the artists that you manage? Can you give us some names or?
Oh yeah. So let me just say this. Like I all my artists are from Texas. Like
Okay.
I have a preference. Like I'm very big on Texas hip hop. I'm
Okay.
very big on Memphis hip hop. I
Which is
step
those are two big talented areas right
right,
there.
right,
So yeah.
and that's the thing too. When I first started traveling and doing stuff, I would hit Memphis a lot.
Okay.
So I had a lot of love for Memphis. I still got love for Memphis.
Yeah.
I just won't do business with Memphis like that.
Hmm.
Now a lot of my artists are still from Texas. One of their names is Kendall Wood.
Okay.
Uh, he's
You
a he's a hip hop artist.
Yeah, you sent me some of his music, or he sent me some of his music, and I listened to it. Man, he got a really really good sound. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's pretty dope.
yeah, and also so like we're in the process of trying to get him into R&B too, because ladies love R&B.
Oh yeah,
If you drop an R&B song and the ladies is listening to it, you know the dudes is gonna listen to it
oh
because they
yeah,
want to be where the ladies at.
exactly, one hundred
So
percent.
so we trying to get him into R&B. I also got another artist named Kevin Andrews, and
Okay,
man, this dude is top notch R&B. Like he's dope.
okay,
And we got a song together coming. Me, Kevin, and Kendall.
okay.
And it's Kendall's song. So once we get it done, hopefully it'll be one of the first songs y'all hear from him. But we call it cut music. And it's
Cut
their
music.
baby
Okay,
music.
okay,
Man, baby
okay.
making music.
Yeah, and is it gonna be on all streaming platforms and stuff?
Yes, yes. And we are actually trying to drop it on the radio. I got a lot of people who's willing to give us radio spins and break these records for us, man. So
Nice. Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
so
Nice.
I'm trying to put him in the out in the audience for people to hear,
Yeah.
put him in the eyes. So
Yeah, what's your process? Because you're born and raised where? Here in
I was born in Little Rock,
Little
but
Rock.
raised most of my life around here. Yes.
Okay, and so here in Fort Smith. So you said these artists is from Texas.
Yes.
So without giving us all of it, I know you probably got a little process, but how do you reach out to artists in Texas, and get them, to join your label with you being here in Fort Smith,
Man,
Arkansas?
so like I would like to say I have a ear for music, and
Hmm.
that just runs deep in my family because I have an uncle out in South Carolina,
Hmm.
and he's really the one that uh, got me introduced to music aside from the music industry themselves.
Yeah.
But so I have an ear for music. So what I do is I like to network.
Okay.
So I'll post on Facebook, looking for such and such, and
Okay.
I'll have people tag artists on my posts, and I'll reach out to these artists, and I'll tap in with them. They'll send me songs.
Hmm.
We'll network and see what they're trying to do, and see
Right.
what I can offer them. And if they want to join the brand and we like their music, I'll send them to my brother, and my brother will peep their music. And if my brother gives it the okay along with me, it's a bet.
Okay. So all right. So you got like this. So is your brother kind of like the what they call him, the A&R maybe? Because you got like people that go out, which is really yourself too, because you say you're
Yeah,
you're the talent scout. So you put your stuff on Facebook or you put a post up. You know what I'm saying, and then well, I guess what would they comment on your post
yeah,
or okay, so they
yeah,
comment on your post. You tell them to send the music. If you like it, you send it to your brother. If your brother like it, then boom, you in there.
yeah. And that's the thing too. Like you said, we're all kind of like a R A and R.
Cause that's really what A&Rs do, really.
Exactly,
Yeah. So
exactly.
yeah.
And so like I said, if he likes it, if everybody in the group on the business side likes it, then boom, they in
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
Um, and that's what happened with Kendall and Kevin.
Mhm.
Like I said, Kendall, he's the hip hop artist. And like I said, he has like a '90s throwback to him, but
Yeah, he do.
people still love that.
Yeah.
And I love it. So
Yeah.
me and my brother Diedrich Green, shout out to Diedrich.
Yeah.
You
Shout out
know,
to
we
Deidre.
we both gave him the okay, and so I was like, "You want to join the label?" He was like, "Yeah." Kendall's been rocking with it ever since.
Okay.
If anything needs done that I can do for him, I'll do it. If I need Kendall to do something, he'll do it. It's like a
Yeah.
brotherly love, man. Like it's
That's
it's
dope.
it's a family.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope.
So, but yeah, that's my process, man. That's what I do.
Okay.
Like I said, I have an ear for music.
Dope. And then you said you got a clothing label too. You want
Yeah.
to tell us a little bit about the clothing label?
So the clothing line is called Pressure Made. I've been working on it
Pressure Made. I
for
like that name. Pressure
yeah,
Made.
man.
That's
And
dope.
and there's like I said, I have a backstory for everything that I do.
Mhm.
Uh, Pressure Made, like you got to be pressure with it at
Applying
all
that pressure.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a dope name.
And so like I came up with that name. It just hit off the top of my head, and I've been working on it for a couple of years, and hopefully next year it be finalized, and I can start getting clothing out to people. And I got certain models that I'm gonna have rocking it.
Mhm.
My little brother, he just had to go pull chains. He's getting ready to do prison time, but when he
Mhm.
come back home, I'm gonna have him a job. I also, like I said, I got a bunch of different hustles, man. I just bought a vending machine and put it out there at my favorite dispensary, and
Mm.
people love to get high, get the munchies, boy. So, yeah, man. Like I said, I got a lot of grounds, but
Dope. Dope.
like I said, when my brother come home, I'm gonna have him modeling these clothes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him running that vending machine out there to keep a little bread in his pocket.
Dope.
Uh, but yeah, Pressure Made, I've been working on it for a couple of years. So hopefully next year I can get these clothes out to people. Uh, Also with Street Religion Entertainment, man, I got the name from a Yo Gotti song. Y'all can go check this song out. It's called Testimony, and a lot of people know that song. And
I heard that song. Yeah.
yeah,
This
he
is my
said,
testimony.
yeah, he said
Yeah.
the streets is my religion. I'm
Mhm.
like, you know what? Boom, cause I feel that. I
Ooh.
feel that. Like, and a lot of people don't know, but a lot of us young cats, we've been into that street trouble. We done had certain beefs, and you know, streets is our religion at that time. So it's 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 true, but at the same time, like I'm looking for a way to keep people out the streets and give them a legit business and do something with their life
Right.
because I feel like I want to try and save everybody, but I
Okay.
can't save everybody. I can only save the ones that want to be
Want to be
saved.
saved. Yep. That's facts
And
right
so
there.
that's why I got this hustle in me, this ambition. Uh, that's why I got multiple hustles trying to go right now.
Yeah.
So
Where does that business mindset and that hustler's mentality come from? Like, where do you think it comes from? Because it's a lot of people. I've have you, and you probably have too. But you got a lot of people out there that you might have conversations with, and I bet they might be like, "Man, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that." You know what I mean? And they
that's
ain't really
that's where
doing nothing. You
that's
know?
where it comes from right there. I I went to school with a lot of people who always talked about doing music
Hmm.
and stuff like that, and I look at them now and I feel like they forgot about it. You
Hmm.
know,
Okay.
I've always talked about doing music since I was a baby,
Hmm.
and that's something I've stuck with. And I sit here and people will come to me and they'll be like, "How the music thing going?" And
Yep.
I feel like they be trying to joke and crack jokes like, "Oh,
Yep.
he ain't never gonna make it." But like
Yep.
a lot of people don't know that I'm really out here grinding. And a lot of people reach out to me like, "Hey, how do I do this?
Yeah.
Um, where do I need to go for this?"
Yeah.
But like when you got people coming to you for stuff like that, your name's getting out there more and more and more and more.
Yep. Word of
And people,
mouth.
yeah, man, and
Mm-hmm.
like people start to realize this hustle. And like
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm a thoroughbred hustler, bro. I will go out there and get it. And
Yeah.
like I said, if money needs to be put down for this music, I'm gonna find a way to get it.
Yeah. For
Uh,
sure.
and like I said, that also comes from being told that your dreams aren't gonna work. You know,
Mm.
it comes from being told that you'll never make it with these dreams. You're just dreaming.
Yeah. I've heard that too, man. Especially coming from here in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's a smaller market. You know, not too many people make it from here.
right,
But I feel like it's all about what you make it. You
right,
know, certain people might have different type of levels of success. Um, I feel like with you, because I've been knowing you for many, many years.
right, right,
We've been doing business with each other for a couple of times, for a couple
right.
of years, and I've seen your grind. Where when I first met you, all the way until now, and going back to what I said as far as like it not being a big city to where you can do stuff. Um, I've I I've done shows myself. I've rented out venues and stuff like that and thrown concerts. You've rented out venues and stuff and thrown your own concerts and everything like that. So it's all about what you make it.
Right.
Some people they might just think just because it's Fort Smith and there's not like, a lot of talent down here, which is I think it is, but you really gotta be in the business to know.
Yeah.
But, they wanna branch out and go to like Atlanta or Texas or Memphis and stuff like that. And
Right.
that's okay. But I just feel like down here in Fort Smith, with it not being, as popular like that, they seem to kind of quit sometimes. Like
Right.
it's easier for them to.
And it's crazy that you say that because like Fort Smith, Fort Smith really does have a lot of talent.
They do.
If we could get everybody to get off their butt and
Mm-hmm.
only and stop just I feel like Fort Smith supports only who they want to support.
Yep.
But everybody who's in the music industry or uh, the comedy industry or whatever, entertainment in general, they all got talent. I've seen talent from everybody doing their thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But what we got to do is get out and support one another.
You do. You
Like I
do.
said, every time that I do an interview or a podcast or whatever, I try to shout out Fort Smith or shout out certain people. But everybody be doing their thing. I
Mm-hmm.
love it, man, and it's just
I,
you gotta be willing to open your eyes for it.
you do, and it's how can I say this? It's kind of like I think this town is more of like a see it to believe it type town
Yeah,
or state or whatever you want to call it, because you got like the bigger cities, going back shouting out to Texas and Memphis and Atlanta
right,
and Cali and stuff. Like it's so big, you got so many people out there doing it. You know what I mean? It's just saturated with like comedians and dancers and artists and stuff like that, and they used to that. So, you can go, down the street and they got a concert over here. You go, a couple blocks from there, they got a
yeah,
concert over there. So I feel like, because I've been to other cities and I've seen them throw shows and with whether it's music or whether if it's a comedy show. And I've seen people come out, and there's like a lot of people.
Right.
Me and my lady, not too long ago, went to Oklahoma City, and she invited me out there, and we went to a comedy show. That thing was packed,
Yeah.
and I was like, man. And the comedian was like, he was shouting out. He was like, "Who I got over here on the left?" And like they was like, "Yeah, we from Cali." And it was like, "Who I got over here?" And it was like, "Yeah, we from Memphis." And like, "Who I got over here?" And like I was like, man, I was like, you got so many people from like different like areas around the world that's coming here to Oklahoma City just to see this comedian, on stage. And I was like, that's the support that I would want to see in Fort Smith.
Yeah.
But I just think that, it's a smaller town. There's not a lot of stuff like that going on, and they not used to that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Get what I'm trying to
And,
say?
and I do, and I feel like since Fort Smith is a smaller city, they're so simple minded.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got dope music, but they're so simple minded. Like we could really get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
As we could really get somewhere
As
if
as a city,
yeah.
as a state, we can do it.
It's just like people got to be really willing to put in that time, that effort, and come together on this grind.
Mm-hmm. But what else you gotta talk about, man? I know you said you kind of got so many different like business things that you got going
Oh
on.
man, so this show in Texas is
Okay.
gonna be in Arlington.
Oh, okay.
And I picked Arlington because right now Houston is a little too far for me to travel.
Okay.
I've been to Houston a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and that was where me and my boy Auburn we shot that picture this video.
Yep, I seen that. Yep, I
Yeah,
seen
and
that dope video.
I like I said, I love Texas. I love
Mm-hmm.
Texas. But right now, it's a little too far for me to travel, so I'm gonna
Okay.
pick Arlington.
Okay.
But with Arlington, I was going to book Lil Kiki.
Oh, you was telling me about
I was
that.
gonna
Like,
book Lil
okay,
Kiki for the
okay.
show, but what had happened was I think his manager probably talked a little too soon because I was gonna put like 2,500 down for 10, 15 minutes for Lil Kiki to come out and jump on the show with us. And so I had everything down and I was ready to put the bread down.
Mm-hmm.
And then when me and his manager got to talking a little more, he was like, "Well, we can't do it because it's taking him away from his hometown, and he might be able to get more bread out there." And I'm like, "Okay,
Really?
yeah." I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay,
man.
cool." I'm a little upset, but I can't be mad. But I don't know if y'all know who that R&B singer T Rail is.
Yes, of course.
So I've been chopping it up with him, and like I said, I'm a hustler, man. So like I see what I can get, I see what I can put down, I see how to hustle the game. And I've talked to T Rail, I've hit up Paul Wall's manager, I've hit up Slim Thug, I've hit up Yellow Beezy's manager, and like I said, the bread, if I want it, the bread can be put down.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But T Rail, like I said, if I can get T Rail on this show, uh, the ladies is gonna come out. Yep. The dudes are gonna come out because they want to be where the ladies at.
Exactly. Yep.
So me and T Rail, we've been chopping it up for a couple of days, and he gave me a price tag on what it's gonna take for him to come out there, and I can do it. He also said that Texas loves him out there. So he said it's nothing for him to get people out there.
Yeah.
So I might have T Rail on this show, and I might have my artist opening up for T Rail.
Dope. Okay.
So it's like I said, man, it's a lot. I'm really grinding for it.
Sounds
my
like
art,
it.
yeah,
For real.
my artist is ready for it, man. And this is why I got Kendall working on this R&B song, because if he can get this R&B song by the time this show is ready, We can get it on the radio, and I
Mm-hmm.
can get him out there in front of these ladies, and we sing
Yeah.
this R&B song, man. It's gonna be,
Gonna go
it's gonna,
crazy.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah. And what's Kendall's artist name? Does he go by Kendall
Yeah,
or
he go by Kendall
okay,
Wood.
Kendall Wood. All right. And does
Yeah.
he have any music already out on
Uh,
platforms?
no,
Okay.
he's new.
Okay.
Like he don't have any music out on platforms
Okay.
right now. We're trying to get him up and moving. So like I said, he's an artist that nobody's ever heard,
Okay.
and I think it'll be dope for me to come out with an artist as talented as he is,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody's heard of him, and I can say that's my artist.
Yeah.
We worked hard to get him here.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Andrews is my artist.
Okay. Does he
We've put
go by? Is that his name too, or does he
uh
have a?
I uh
Or y'all still kind of
I call him Kevin Andrews.
okay?
That's his name.
Okay.
I can't really think off his stage name off the top of my head,
Yeah.
but he does have music out.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh and he's already he dropped a song called Freak or Nah a
Okay.
while back, and like 3 4 days after he dropped it, it was like up to 14K, I believe.
Okay.
So like he has motion on his own.
Okay. Dope.
Uh,
All right.
but like I said, it's great to work with people who got motion on their own, but it's also dope to sit here and say, this is my artist. We came out the gate together.
Mm-hmm.
We grinding together. He's
Mm-hmm.
helping me build his brand up. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's
Dope.
it's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
So
That all sounds dope, man. Um. Anything else you got, man? Cause you so we didn't already hit. You said you got the record label. You said you got the clothing line. You said you're trying to get these shows going. What else you got?
I
Sorry to cut you off, but you said your vending machine,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the vending machine, like I said, I put it out there in front of my favorite dispo, Fresh OTD. It's just
Yeah.
right outside of Moffett. Um, I bought the vending machine from a random dude. Now I got two different dudes that I can buy vending machines off of.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I bought the vending machine off of, he was right there in range at the time, so I didn't really have to travel with it or nothing, and he already had the stuff to bring it to me.
Yeah.
So I bought it off him, put it out there at Fresh OTD, put some snacks in there for
That's what I was
everybody.
gonna ask. Like,
Yeah,
what's in the
man.
vending machine?
So I got gummy bear. Everybody love gummy bears.
Mm-hmm.
I got gummy bears in there. I got beef jerkies. I got cookies, Oreos,
Mm-hmm.
honey buns. Anything you want for a sweet tooth is probably in that mug.
Dope.
And I'll go out there and check it at least every couple of weeks. So yeah, that's a little something on passive income for y'all that I got. Um, but other than that, man, I think I'm ready to just let my artists take over.
Yeah.
So
That's good, man. If you so you think you got a really really good like what you call it good roster? You think they're gonna make something work, make something shake? I guess that what people say in these streets.
I think I have a pretty dope roster
Yeah,
with the two that I have.
yeah.
There's a potential third one, and he's a Southern Soul artist, and
Okay.
he's pretty dope. But with the two that I know I have for sure, they are dope. They're magnificent.
Yeah.
And like I said, Kevin, he's already got the R&B down, so I think the ladies are gonna love him. Um, we get Kendall
Mhm.
to push on out this R&B. I'm
Yeah.
sure the ladies are gonna love him too.
Dope.
So yeah, the roster's real dope.
Yeah. So for I want to ask this for any artist that's out there right now, because you're a talent scout. So for any artist that's out there that's looking for management or looking to contact you to get a show, like where can they reach you at?
Oh man, they can email me at Terrell Terrell .games GAINES
Mm-hmm.
94 at gmail.com.
Okay.
And that's my email, so y'all can holler at me the email way.
Okay, the email way. All
Yeah.
right, yeah. All right, so y'all heard that. Hit him up in his email. Is there like a social media platform that they can reach at right now, or is it directly through email?
I would probably say directly through email right now
Okay,
till I can get everything on my social media the way I need it.
okay, okay.
Uh,
Hey, and that's not a problem at
oh
all,
yeah.
man. Shoot. So for any artists that's out there, man, y'all looking for some management, y'all looking to get on some shows or do any type of business, hit them up in that email, man, and we can go from there and see what y'all talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, man. Any last shout outs or any last things you want to talk before we stop the podcast?
Uh, no, I'm gonna let y'all see what Kendall got going.
Okay, okay. Well, y'all be looking for that, man. Where will you be posting like his stuff at? If so, to let the fans get ready, like once Kendall drop, do you have like somewhere where they can like go to his page or
Yeah,
YouTube channel?
so what I'm planning on doing is I know I'm gonna be posting. I always post something on my Facebook or my Snapchat. Like I'm
Okay.
always
Which
promoting.
all right. What's your
So
Facebook? So if they
so
were to, if you was let's just hypothetically, let's just say if Kendall was to drop tomorrow and you was to post it, like where would the fans be able to find your Facebook so they can go and listen to Kendall's music?
so my Facebook is Reltee RELTEE,
Hmm.
and I have a red shirt on with my dreads pulled back,
Yeah. Okay.
glasses on.
Okay.
So being specific,
All
man.
right.
Also my Snapchat. I can't remember what that is off the top of my.
All right.
I have my mind is a little dysfunctional at the moment.
It's all right, man.
I've also had seizures, so I'm a little forgetful too.
It's all right, man.
Uh, but yeah, no, like I said, I post it everywhere.
Okay.
And like I said, I'll have him post it too. So,
Okay.
but yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
Yeah.
So,
All right, man. Well, if that's it, that's the end of the podcast. We appreciate you guys from taking the time to listen. And hey, man, we out of here.
okay.
All right, later.